Sanbonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of the Pala family. Now you guys, the episode starts off with Umama going to Loyiso and Jane's house to basically be a mediator between grown people, guys. Between grown people, between them ayivakali, like we don't really know, but yin lenta bayibangayo, like what is it that Upinke really wants from Jane? Like I just don't get it. And I'm like, I at some point Mama Naya needs to put Pink in a place and tell her, listen, I'm not gonna be doing these up and downs for you. If you really want to sort things out with Jane, do it yourself, because no one really knows what really is the problem between the two of them. So anyway, Mama, when she's explaining it, guys, she says that this whole thing started in season 1. And after season 1 was aired, you guys, that Uchen and Upinki did not speak for 2 months. Now, it just made me think, you guys, when it comes to these reality TV shows, are they really beneficial for our families, you guys? Like, I'm just thinking, because there's so many relationships after they go on reality TV, like relationships get ruined. Or maybe it's just that reality TV exposes stuff that were already there, not to buy, like it starts stuff that were never there. Or either people, when they see cameras, they start acting in a different way, because I think it's just quite sad that this thing between Upinge and Uchen, it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. And it looks like it's deep. You know, when people just don't like one another and there's no real reason, and then they bring everything else to be a reason. I feel like that's what's going on in Jen and Pinky's relationship. No one can really say this is where the problem starts, this is the specific problem, but instead there's other things that are being roped in. And I'm just like, I don't know if reality TV is really gonna help them. Instead, I just feel like it's just gonna make things worse. But what more can I say? Because maybe it's bringing an income to their family. But sometimes, guys, we need to be willing to weigh the cost. Family versus making money, or sometimes some other people feel like vele as a family was of might as well just make the money. So anyway, Mama's there at Jen's house, and Mama says that Pinky lost the campaign. And then we later then find out to Pinky had to use someone else's child. What annoyed me about it, you guys, when it comes to this campaign work, do you know that there's so many other people who have children around the age that Pinky was looking for to do that work? Why were they even giving, like, the campaign managers or the people responsible for that work? Why were they giving that work to Upinki, knowing that Upinki doesn't have a child around that age? Do you understand what I'm saying? Whereas there's other people who are hustling there, they have children who are around that age. That's what I don't get. You want to give opportunities to people who really are not best fit for the opportunity. Yet there's so many other mothers who are trying to put themselves out on social media and trying to make money, but they get overlooked. And then you go and choose someone who is Upinki that doesn't even have a child. Now she must go around looking for a child for the campaign. That's what I feel is kind of unfair when it comes to such work, that I just feel like she was not eligible for the work, but I guess because she's a pala, then they gave her the opportunity, Kim. Then get uJody mega taza, guys. Jody says that I'm saying Jody. Uchen mega taza. She says that the child was sick. And she says that she feels like Upinki doesn't even feel the need to actually even check up on the child or check up on her children. So why should she then send her child to Upinki? And listen, I get it, you guys. Uchen is the primary caregiver of those children, not even Uloiso, because Uloiso is on the road most of the time. So we can say that Jen is the one that's taking care of the children most of the time. Jody was not well. She had an ear infection. She had fever, all of those things. Besides all of those things, Wena as a mother, if you don't get along with someone and you feel like there's a lot, like this person has something against you, in a vaga, like you can't really tell, like it's one thing, it's another thing, would you be comfortable in sending your child to go and work with that person to their campaign? My question is, was Upinki even going to pay Jody for such work? I don't get it. So when as the mother, if you the primary caregiver of that child, you never ever want to put your child in a situation where you feel like you are sending them off to do something which is just for the benefit of money, but yet you don't feel as if your child is safe because you don't really get along with that person. I get Jane's concern, you guys, and perhaps I would have done, the same thing. I probably would have done the same thing. So then we see another scene where Umama comes back from Jen's house, and she's with Upinke. They are in the car driving off to some unveiling. And Umama comes back with the report because Anditu Tuniwe. So she comes back with the report telling Upinke that, listen, this is what Uchen said. Jen mentioned the ear infection and all of that. And Upinke, basically, you can see Upinke is not having it. Upinke is basically like, even umhlangano that Uchen agreed to, she feels like Jen is not the one who was pushing it. It was Umama who was basically pushing it. But according to the conversation I had, it was actually Jen who came up with the meeting up thing. She said if she wants another meet up, I don't mind doing that. But Upinke, because she has already made up her mind about Uchen, like I don't see Babuzonunga ganjan. Now they did put the WhatsApp message because it looks like Upinki gave the producers the WhatsApp message that Jen sent, and I read it. Jen was basically, she did indeed mention the ear infection, the fever. She also mentioned something about Uloiso had just traveled and he came back and he has been in bed. So Uloiso was sick. And then she went on to mention that she has given it a lot of thought. Upinke's request, and she says she's not comfortable with the way things are right now after all that has been said and done. I'm guessing from season 1. And then she went on to say that on top of Uchodi's not well and Uchen not being comfortable with the fact that things are not okay between them, and then sending the child to that type of situation. She does also then say Uchode araije porridge, the porridge that Upinki was supposed to promote and that campaign. Jody doesn't eat that porridge. The other kids don't eat that porridge, and then Uchen goes on to say that even her friends' children, they don't like that porridge. So I think Uchen was kind of saying that at the end of the day, I don't want my child to go and do something that's not truthful because agaiji and agaitandi. So why should my child be promoting something and telling lies, basically? Listen, I get it that Uchen Bela guys. Jen just did not want to go Jody. She just did not want to get Ganzai. And I feel like she's counting a whole lot of things to kind of justify of why she doesn't want Jody to come there, which I get to, guys. It's just that some situations, especially with children, I mean, it is Pinky's brother's children. You can't straight up say no because you're going to be perceived in a funny way. So I feel like Jen was coming up with all of these excuses, which might have been valid, but I feel like even if these excuses were not there, I feel like there was still something that she was going to make up. But that's that. They need to sort it out. That's how I'm saying I agree with Umama. At her age, she can't be mending things between adults and intenga vagali. So I don't know how that meeting's gonna go. And then guys, we see the Bala brothers going to perform, and Uloiso asked a valid question, guys. He said, are we singers that are hired to sing for the Bala brothers, or are we really the Bala brothers? And it looks like, from face value, it looks like the Bala brothers, they don't have issues. But guys, they really do have issues. And I feel like these issues are stuff that can really break a group apart. We see them going to perform. They sang so nice, even though they had technical issues, things eventually went fine. Then the next day or later that day, one of their friends decides which they're going to host them at a club. And I feel like the person who agreed to that invitation is very selfish, because we all know that Upelo is on a journey of recovering from being an alcoholic. And then you still put him in that type of situation. That is selfish. I feel like they should have declined the offer from get-go. They could have went anywhere else. If that friend was really, if it was really about being with the Pala brothers, they could have went to a restaurant. And I feel like the fact that Upelo mentions it as well, the fact that Uloyiso mentions it as well, for me, I am drawing the conclusion that Uzwai is the one who agreed to this hosting and going to the club, because he's the one who stayed behind. He's the one who said he enjoyed himself. I just feel like, just as moral support, they should have declined it. I even feel like when Upelo decided to leave, Uloyiso left as well. Zwei should have just left just for the moral support, guys. Just for the moral support. That is their younger brother. Anyway, Uzwai decided bazintanga zakhe there or there, so he decided to stay. So that's that. The next morning, guys, now they're supposed to have a meeting, discuss izinto zabo ze-group, uzosebenza kanjani, whatnot. Uzwai cannot make it to the meeting because what? Because he's drunk. He could not make it, so Uloyiso and Upelo have to continue. And they were saying, Upelo was saying there's double standards in this group, because if it was him who could not make it for the meeting, all hell was going to break loose. And I agree. Uzwai is no nonsense taking, and I feel like if it was Uloyiso or if it was Upelo who pulled that move, we would have not heard the end of it. But anyway, because it's Uzwai, then they are understanding. Uloyiso and Upelo are understanding. They decide to go ahead and have the meeting. And the meeting basically was about the double standards. Yoba, people are not treated the same and the punishment is not the same. And even Upelo brought up the thing, Yoba, the money, how much they get paid. Apparently, according to what Upelo said, it looks like Uzwai was basically saying Upelo's gonna get paid less money because his experience as a brand on or within the group, he is fairly new in comparison to Uzwai and Uloyiso, so which means that he must get paid less. And I'm just like, yo. And obviously Upelo's not comfortable with that, because he's saying he also puts in the same amount of work. He doesn't feel like just because he's a newbie in comparison to his brothers, then like that's the thing with working with family, you guys, because now Upelo has to deal with things in a way of these are his older brothers, and yet we are sebenza naye. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, Upelo suggested that maybe they need management who they're going to be accountable to. And I think that's the best solution, because right now I feel like Uzwai, sometimes he overpowers these two. And because it's their older brother, they feel the need that they need to be respectful and all of that. But when there's management, all of that is going to fly out of the window. It's going to be strictly business. Yes, they are brothers, but at the end of the day, when they come and do their work, it is about business. It is about serving people well and making sure that they are also getting taken care of as workers. Yo, guys, this episode was so packed with so many things. Anyway, guys, tell me what's your thoughts on everything. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys on the next one.